If you've ever played hide and seek in the dark, you might want to stop listening right now, because that night we learned something terrifying. We weren't just two people playing the game, there was a third, and whatever it was, it never stopped counting. Before the story continues, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a scary comment just in case you don't make it to the end. I was 15 years old when this happened. My parents were out of town for the weekend, and for the first time, I had the whole house to myself. It was quiet, too quiet, so I invited my best friend Ryan over to hang out. At first, everything was normal. We watched TV, ate snacks, laughed, but as the night went on, boredom set in. That's when Ryan said, "Let's play hide and seek in the house." I hesitated. It felt childish and a little creepy, but I agreed. We turned off most of the lights. Only the kitchen light stayed on. The rules were simple. No going outside, no attic or storage room. Everywhere else was fair game. Ryan hid first. I stood in the living room, covered my eyes, and started counting. 1, 2, 3. Halfway through, I felt something strange. It sounded like someone else was counting too. I stopped. The house was silent. I told myself it was just my imagination and kept going. 50. I started searching. The kitchen, the bathroom, closets, bedrooms, nothing. Finally, I found Ryan hiding under the stairs. We laughed, then we switched. This time, I went upstairs and crawled under the guest bed, pulling the bed skirt down to hide myself. It was pitch black. My heart was pounding. Then I heard it. 21, 22, 23. That voice was not Ryan's. My blood ran cold. Footsteps slowly entered the room. They stopped right next to the bed. Then, in a quiet voice, someone whispered, "Found you." But the bed skirt never moved. The footsteps walked away. A few seconds later, Ryan yelled from downstairs, "I give up! You win!" I crawled out, shaking, and ran downstairs. I told him everything. His face went pale. He looked at me and said, "That's impossible, because I heard someone counting too." Before either of us could speak again, bang, something heavy ran across the upstairs hallway. We froze. The guest room door slammed shut on its own, and from behind it, we heard the counting again. 1, 2, 3. We didn't grab our phones. We didn't turn on the lights. We ran, barefoot, out the front door, straight to his house. The police searched my home later that night. They found nothing. No signs of a break-in. No one hiding. But before leaving, one officer said something I still can't forget. "This isn't the first time we've been called here," he said. "A kid used to live in this house years ago. He disappeared while playing hide and seek. They never found him. And sometimes, late at night, when my house is completely quiet, I swear I can still hear someone counting, waiting for the next turn." Everyone has played hide and seek as a kid. It's supposed to be harmless, just counting, hiding, laughing. But what if the one hiding never wanted to be found? Because that night, we weren't looking for a player. We were being chosen. This happened when I was in high school. Me and 4 friends decided to spend the night near our village's old abandoned school. The place had been closed for almost 10 years. People said strange sounds came from there at night. We didn't believe any of it. Someone laughed and said, "Let's play hide and seek." I agreed to count. 1, 2, 3. Everyone ran off. By the time I reached 10, the entire school was silent. Too silent. I started searching. I found Ravi under the stairs, Oman inside a broken classroom cabinet, Neha behind the staff room. Only one left. "Mohit." I called out, "Come on, Mohit, you win." No answer. Then a voice came from upstairs. Calm. Slow. "He isn't hiding." My body froze. We followed the sound to a classroom on the 2nd floor. The door was locked from inside. Soft knocking came from within. I whispered, "Mohit." A voice replied from behind the door. He was already found. The door opened. The room was empty, except for Mohit's shoe, lying in the middle of the floor. Then the school bell rang, a bell that hadn't worked in years, and a voice echoed through the building. "The game isn't over." Someone started counting. 1, 2, 3. It wasn't me. Numbers began appearing on the walls, dark, almost like dried blood. 4, 5. We ran down the stairs toward the gate. 8, 9. The gate was locked. I turned around. There were only 4 of us now. Then the voice whispered behind my ear, 10, and the lights went out. We thought it was over. We were wrong, because games like this don't end when you escape. They wait. After Mohit disappeared, none of us were the same. Sleep stopped feeling safe. Every night the same words echoed in my head. "Ready or not? 3 weeks later, Neha called me. Her voice was shaking. "It's back," she said. "What is?" I asked. She whispered, "The game." That evening, we went back to the school. And this time, the gate was open. Lights were on. The bell rang by itself. On the wall, freshly written, "Hide and seek, round 2." Before we could react, the doors slammed shut behind us, locked. Numbers appeared on the floor. This time, we weren't counting. It was 1. The voice came from everywhere. 2. Lights flickered. 3. Neha started crying. 4. That's when a man screamed and disappeared. Just like that. No footsteps. No shadow. Gone. 5. Mirrors began reflecting faces that weren't ours. In one mirror, I saw myself standing behind me. Same face, black eyes, smiling. 6. A whisper touched my ear. "Before you were searching. Now you're hiding." 7. Neha was pulled into the wall like the building itself swallowed her. 8. 9. I was alone. The counting stopped. On the blackboard, one word appeared. Winner below it, next seeker. I woke up outside the school at sunrise. Police found nothing. No signs, no bodies. But every night, at exactly 12 a.m., my phone lights up, a single notification, "Ready or not?" And now I understand. Hide and seek never needed a playground. It just needed someone to keep counting. Before you sleep tonight, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me where you used to hide, because some places never forget.